She was on.
What's up, YouTube? I'm back again with another video.
Don't.
My brother telling his favorite
No.
stories.
And
He be telling some stories, some good old stories, boy.
let me tell you how. So I'm down there, and I can see the vehicles around. You know how they shine those lights. And they were shining lights down there. So I'm just sitting down. I'm sitting in the dugout, and I knew not to move. Right, I could see they were pacing up and down there for about 20 minutes. Right,
Mhm.
and I was sitting there, and then all of a sudden they got quiet. They was gone. Right,
Yeah.
but then they kept circling around like he got to be around here somewhere. I'm sitting in the dugout. After about 40 minutes, I just went out. I walked around the tennis court, and I walked out to the road, and I saw a cop vehicle, and I was like, I was just like this, and then dude gonna get out trying to play cop. Dude to myself, raise your shirt up, and I was doing like this, like this. and then he go try to play.
Wait a minute, Lamar. How long did you have them looking for your ass?
A long time. Probably the first time I seen him walk around shining lights and shit. While I was in the dugout, way in the corner, it was dark and I was still. I put my feet off the ground too, so they couldn't. When you looked through it, you couldn't see no feet or nothing on them. Yeah. Then I got out. After a while, I said I need to go out and face this, and I went out. And then the guy that arrested me, I was like, "What's your name?" He said, "Who are you?" And I was like, "Well, who are you looking for?" I was asking like that. I was like, "Who are you looking for?" He goes, "Are you Clarence?" And I saw him. I said, "You're Officer Zaley, right?" And I said,
"Look at this bullshit right here." Remember, I didn't hang the phone.
And I said, "You're Officer Zaley, right?" Mm-hmm. And then I says, "You know who I am?" But it turns to
she probably can't hear through that brick wall, can she?
They were brothers, and it's two of them. I said, "So you Officer Zaley, right?" And I said, "You know who the hell I am?" He's like, "I don't know you." I said, "Yeah, you do. You know who I am." So I get in the car. I said, "You're Officer Zaley, right?" And he was like, "Yeah." I said, "You know me?" And he was like, "No." So we get to the police station. I realized he was different than the other officers, right? Mm-hmm. Then he ended up telling me they brothers, right? Mm-hmm. But then I started saying things like, "Yeah, y'all aren't afraid," because they come from Allen Park, Michigan, down there by Detroit. He got hired, and then a couple years later, he got his brother hired. I says, I says, "So y'all doing nepotism?" He was like, "What is nepotism? He's driving. What is nepotism? You know what nepotism is? Hiring your relatives. It's called nepotism. You know, hiring your relatives, hiring your friends, hiring your uncles. That's called nepotism."
Yeah.
I kept calling when I got out of jail. I said, "Yep, if I see another Zaley down, I'm gonna report y'all for nepotism." They get mad. Denise will be like, "Clarence." I said, "Let me see another Zaley down." I said, "Let me see another Zaley down." Okay. You can't get behind your family. And it was funny too. And then when I was in the county jail, right? Yeah. I'm looking at the paper, you know, Pete Wallen is the sheriff in Petoskey, right? And then I noticed Matt Litterstein is the undersheriff, right? Right under him, right? So on the 1st of January, we got this new trainee into the jail, right? Mm-hmm. And after a couple of weeks, right? She did her training. After a couple of weeks, I was like, "What's the new officer's name, right?" And it may not have been Zaley. Sergeant Brittany told me Learstein. And I was like Learstein. So I got Sergeant Brittany.
That's the one under Wallen.
No. Yeah, but that's the new trainee. Her name was Abby Learstein.
Right. She was related to the sheriff under
Matt Learstein. So I talked to Sergeant Brittany. I'll stand out there. You know, I'm in uniform and everything. I'm like, "Yep." I said, So what's relationship does Abby Learstein have any relationship to Matt Learstein? And Sergeant Brittany was like, "Well, I can explain, you know, just like that." I was like, I said, "So they're not worried about nepotism?" He's like, "Well, yeah, but under these circumstances, you know, we don't get a whole lot of, you know, female, you know, people applying for applications, so we kind of take what." I said, "So I said, so people don't see that. It is now, but and then Brenda Ford down there. She has a daughter, Michelle Ford. It's all family. They're all family, cousins, friends.
Look, they giving you hell, you giving them hell too, huh? That's right, bro. Get them.
I call them up in that Mackinac City jail. I down in the Mackinac City police. I call them up a bunch of times. Who is this? It's so funny.
No, you don't.
Then they were talking, well, I'm so police chief. I said, yeah, you ain't no different than the rest of them. I mean, talking about the police chief, talking like I'm gonna respect you different. So you're a cheeseburger, not a hamburger. You're a cheeseburger, not a hamburger. Okay? So he the chief of police. What the fuck? How many of y'all? Two of y'all? Why he the chief of police? It's a funny shit. It's like 3 on Mackinac City police roster. And like 2 of the motherfuckers are always like reserves. Motherfuckers come on, so I'm the chief. That don't mean shit to me. I call them up. I'll be like, who is it?
You a motherfucker.
It was funny one time. We was at the pharmacy, right? Denise had to get some pain meds one time. So it cost $6.10. So he said, yeah, well, I can let you just bring me the money back tomorrow. So I did. Second time I went, well, we can't just be giving you free meds. I said, you never really give me free meds. I said, we come back the next day and pay for it, right? Yeah. So I came back. I had some words with him over the phone. And I went up in the it was like a Walgreens, which called Snyder's. I went up there and I went back to the pharmacy. I was like, where did I do that? He's talking about something. You talking about the such and such or pharmacist? I said, oh, he's just a dude to me. So they get mad because I would tell you they be wanting respect right now. I be taking it away. Where's that dude at? Where's that dude at? If you been nice, I respect you, pharmacist, so and so, whatever.
Who's supposed to where to do that?
Like talking about some chief of police, y'all the goddamn saying y'all probably switch uniforms and shit when y'all between each other. Like I'm chief of police, like that was going change me. So you're a cheeseburger, not a hamburger, okay? You're a cheeseburger, not a hamburger. I always ask questions. I have questions, and I ask them. I seen things go on in that jail.
Where mama get you from?
I don't know. I seen things in that jail. Every time
where the hell our mama get you from?
I speak to Sergeant Britton or Sergeant Welch, they was like, "What's up, Hinkle?" They talk to me like, and I have questions. I have real questions.
What kind of questions you have about?
I put them on the bus. Because I know it's a no-smoking property, but nighttime I smell cigarettes. I got one officer back there. I was like, so who's smoking on the property? Come on,
you lucky,
nobody. I'm thinking, all y'all be out there smoking. Come on, nobody. You can smell the motherfucking cigarettes and there's no smoking on the property. Nobody, as far as I know. I said, so nobody here smokes? How you gonna go over there without smoking on the property? At nighttime, I can smell them cigarettes crazy. I said, so nobody. I think yesterday you always have a fight. I was at the United Way, in Bay City, right? Mm-hmm. So I went in there. They do the same old bullshit. Have you tried the shelter? Have you tried? They always sing to the shelter. Have you tried?
I don't even mention them.
And they don't do shit. And then let me take air. So I was like, the
boy say they don't do shit. So I was like, don't.
I was like, what do y'all do? And this bitch go to myself, well, we if you have like utilities, let's say if you move into a place, like we can pay like $100 on your utilities to help get you in a maximum of $100. And I was like, I was like, what else? And she was like, we have a diaper program. And I said, okay. And I'm looking around. And I was like, so y'all got this whole big old building for they help pay down payment on utility and diaper program. And then the other lady came out there, man. But we have more than just that, sir. We have a list of our things. She told me about a fucking diaper program. She well, we help pay you a diaper program. I said, so this big old building, all these, this is all for a diaper.
They said the other lady came out. She was mad, huh?
And then let me tell you, the guy when we was at Auburn, we had our car. told right. We had a car told. Let me tell you something. The guy at We Auto Care in Auburn, he told the DAV that our vehicle, that our engine heads were melted. But I knew why the vehicle was getting hot because there's a belt called a serpentine belt. It runs the alternator, power steering pump. It runs
pretty much cooled everything.
Yeah, and it kept the belt kept coming off, so the vehicle would get hot, right? And then he told the VA that. So I had the vehicle. He told the VA that the vehicle was probably never gonna run again. So I had it towed over to D&J Auto in Midland, and then they fixed it. And then the next day I drove it I drove back over to We Auto Care, and I knew the guy was named Ann because he was talking all tough on the phone, you know.
Yeah, you can't forget him.
I get up there, I walked in there, I was like this. I was like, I waited a little bit. I was looking. I was like, so it came out. Says, I says, does anyone speak to Andy? And the guy, whoa, that would be me. I would go, Andy. He would go, yes. He go, how can I help you? And I says, I'm Clarence Hinkle. And I looked. I was like, you see that car out there, right there? Yeah, he looking out there. I said, that's the car. You told the DAV that the engine heads were out there. I was driving it. I was still driving it.
Yeah.
He told, and the DAV says, well, he's the mechanic. They want the reason that vehicle, you cannot melt the engine heads. If that vehicle gets hot, it shuts down. So it doesn't allow it to go to a melt. And then, you know what he's going to try to say? He's going to say, well, first of all, I noticed you had a bunch of shit in your car. So that right there tell me that you probably hadn't taken care of the mechanics. I said, so you use a bunch of shit in my car to diagnose mechanical problems? Oh, he got hot. Does that even make sense, right? You got a bunch of stuff in your car, so you probably got it. I said, I went off on him.
So you supposed to be fixing the car. You ain't supposed to be concerned about nothing else.
I know with everybody. Bruce Hernandez, too. Bruce Hernandez, every time we talked to him, he did stuff different than it was. He told us that we can go to a shelter, and there's another place called...
he worked for the VA?
He's Midland County Veteran Services. I think that's on the phone or TV. So
is it?
Yeah. So anyway, so these people, they told me of a place that we could send Leo and Roy. They could foster our pets. They'd take them home, keep them at their house and stuff like that. So I called them there, and they says right now we don't have any people to foster pets right now, or we would take your pet here, right? So I called Bruce back. Well, you need to call so to tell them they don't take pets. And I says, no, I didn't say they don't take pets. I said they don't have people. Everything everybody did to us during that time. And then when we was in the hotel, we had our vehicle towed there, right? And I had a cage outside. I had a cage. Roy was still out. I had a cage outside, but the pets were inside. So, and then the girl gonna call me up and ask me, well, this is so and so. She's a little fake Tennessee accent. And she gonna tell me, I said, is that your vehicle out there with that stuff beside in there? I was like, yeah. So then she told me, yes, well, we can't have that. So I was going to get them. No, she says, well, I said, what's the problem? I had the cage in a box sitting outside it and a fold-up chair. Well, we just don't want the look and everything. And she goes, and with the flat tires and all, and the disc repair. I says, we had it towed there because the serpentine belts off. You can still drive, it'll just get hot. I didn't want to do that. So I said, and I was like, there's